YouTube, welcome your beautiful faces back to another video. We have the white pieces and we're playing against a Scandinavian. Oh my word, I'm excited. It's been a while since I just sat and recorded. Do they take back with the queen? No, they go for this modern variation where I think I'm actually meant to play knight f3 despite knight c3 looking extremely natural to defend the pawn. But the pawn is already overran, okay? It's pointless to defend it. And now I think I bring the bishop out to a very active diagonal. My knight is developed, as is now their bishop. But I think I'm immediately going to ask a question of this bishop, because if they're to trade, which they aren't, I feel as though that would be very advantageous to me, to have a queen on f3. However, unfortunately that is not the case, and now we must proceed with caution. This bishop is very active. It's kind of scaring me long term, but I think for now I can just develop my knight. And if you take, I'm actually going to take back with the b pawn. Because if I take back with the d-pawn, I feel like I'm just completely weakening everything. And that doesn't feel like the best of ideas. Bishop a3 feels extremely natural, just basically stopping you from playing here. And I think I will actually just go ahead and instantly play that. Just because now you can't really push your e-pawn, because I will just take. Okay, yeah, so I am just going to take. And it's looking like you're now going to have to long castle. So that doesn't look overly appealing for my opponent. I think short castling makes the most sense, but maybe I can go rook b1 first, just to target the weakness. It feels like it makes a lot of sense. If they push this pawn, bishop here looks very good. Okay, they do now attack this bishop. I could drop back, or I could drop back. If I go back here, rook just takes, and it's not very comfortable. But I'm thinking, actually, yeah, this is probably fine to make this trade. I do lose my light square bishop, but the rook is just so active. It looks gorgeous. Okay, the queen steps up. Interesting. The queen steps up, which of course defends this square. I'm thinking just short castles makes a lot of sense here. And then like rook e1, put some pressure on the king. That's got to be the play here. That's just simply got to be the play. Rook e1 and then going here looks like a very fun idea, doesn't it? It does look like a very fun idea. Because now, yeah, we cover so many squares. And if the queen goes back here, we could just play like knight d4. Oh, I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. I don't really know why, but I've got a feeling you go back to c6 just because, you maybe want to keep defense of this square. Otherwise, like queen b1 instantly. Just trying to pounce on the attack. But I'm not sure. Yeah, you do. So now just knight here, right? This is looking very nice. Rook is now unprotected, but I'm not sure that's going to matter. If you were to go here... Well. Do I not just double stack now? Do I not just double stack? And we still have so much pressure over here. I'm thinking this is absolutely fine. I could be completely wrong, and we could be seconds away from hanging mate, but now after like queen f3, just preparing knight to c6, forking these pieces, I think we're doing just wonderfully. And we also have so many pieces attacking this bishop now. It's like, surely we're in a pretty good position right now, providing I've not missed anything too catastrophic. But even if I have, who cares? It's just chess at the end of the day. It's not open heart surgery. But I do actually kind of care more about my elo than if I were to have open heart surgery. So, yeah, hopefully we can win this game. Otherwise, I may cry. I'm thinking even if you push, we can take. It's like really difficult for you to defend this square, actually, because you can't even bring your king, because my queen dominates you on this diagonal, which is just absolutely wonderful. And knight here is going to be very, very scary, because if you go over, I don't even necessarily have to take this rook right away. Oh, wow. There are some cool lines here where I take this pawn first with check. And then you go like up here. And then maybe even just like a queen trade. I don't know. I'm just drawing arrows thinking I'm Hikaru at this point. Just trying to fill the gaps here. Okay, they drop their bishop back. Knight c6 looks just so inevitable. But pushing this pawn also looks quite enticing. But I think I will give this check first, just in case you go over this way, because then I would just take this rook for free. But you do go that way. So this check. Then you go up here. Wow, maybe I push this pawn first so I can bring my rook here. No, because this bishop could take. I was thinking about pinning this, but it doesn't work. Maybe drop this rook back a square first? Just preparing this? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is very nice, I feel like. Rook b4 is such a subtlety, which probably I've just blundered the game somehow, but who cares, man? I mean, I guess the queen could just take here. But now, do I not just go here? I don't know. Maybe I still go this way. Yeah, I think I still go this way. Check. And if you go this way, I win the queen. So you kind of have to go this way. But then can I not just sack? Oh my god. Oh my god, can I sack a rook? Oh my god, if takes and takes, well then I have mate. And then if takes and takes and takes and takes, I have mate. I think I can just sack a rook here, guys. Oh man, I should look at it a bit longer though, just in case. I know you guys probably already worked it out and you're like, it doesn't work or it does work, but I gotta really lock in here. And if you go over here, it's still mate. So if takes, you literally... Oh my god, it's just so forcing. It's so forcing. Right? If you take here, the queen comes in with mate. This is unbelievable. There's nothing you can do. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is nothing you can do. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Oh my word. Oh my word. You see this brilliant? Oh my word. Let's go analysis just here quickly. Why won't it let me move backwards? Please let me move backwards. There we go. Here. Oh my god, it's just mating free. There is literally nothing you can do. Oh my, we were just winning this entire time. They drop back. We give the check. Oh my word. Takes. This, oh my god, what a beautiful move. Oh my god, wow. Wow, we're going to jump straight into game number 2, guys. Okay, we have the black pieces for game number 2. E4 and E5. I also have a cup of tea now with me. This has turned into an ASMR, but I don't care. It's so delicious. We're just going to bring our bishop out. And they bring their bishop out. This almost looks like some sort of like Yoko piano. And now I'm going to turn it into like a Russo gambit type thing. Is kind of what it looks like. I think, is this the way? I don't think it can be anymore. Normally in the Russo gambit, the best move is d4. And when they capture this pawn, I think I just push. I think this is the play. And then I can play like d5 afterwards, or like I don't really know. Like you have to go back to your original square now, which is a little bit frustrating for white. And then like queen h4 looks so good. Queen h4 does look really, really enticing. If you go here, I take. 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 So your only move is to jump all the way back. That's not it. Surely that's just wrong, right? Because I have so many... I'm just going to take, no? Oh. Wow. Okay. Huh. Interesting. They have queen h5, maybe. Maybe, I need to explore. So takes, queen h5, check. Huh. Then I block, yeah, and then we just get into this line, which looks really uncomfortable. Because if I go up, you're going to force my king all the way over here. So maybe I play like queen h4 first. If you go here, then I don't really actually know what I would play. Wow, okay. Maybe this move first. Queen g5, but then you can push, which looks very uncomfortable. But then I could take. Huh, yeah, I think queen g5 is what I'm going to go with. But wow, what a defensive resource from my opponent. What a defensive resource. I think queen h5 would have worked. I think we'll have to game review this one after, but I'm certain my opponent found the best move there. I wonder if they've got an analysis board up, or perhaps some certain beads that we won't be talking about. No, let me nip those allegations in the bud immediately. I really wanted to play Queen H4, but like now they need to move their knight, right? And it's like, because otherwise I'm just okay. They take. Here, and then I take. Should we go and be the aggressor? Should we go and be the aggressor? I think we should. A little bit of an intermezzo. A little bit of an intermezzo. Wait, they now have this check though. Huh. That I probably shouldn't have ignored. Oh wait, I didn't mean to just pre-move that. But now I do have this, right? Now I do have this because my queen defends. And if you take with the pawn, then you just... Surely things are very bad. Yeah, surely things are very bad for you here. Like, I'm going to go check. You're going to go here. And surely things are so bad. Or do I go check and force you here? I don't think that works as well. Do I now take? And if you push, do I then take? Oh wait, I'm so confused. Wait, takes, pushes, and then bishop out. You make a queen, but then I have mate. Oh my god. But then takes. This. Check. Yeah, see, you could take the pawn first. That's my big issue with this. So like check. Huh. But I guess I could go check here and then back here with check. So you have to take. And then I take with check. And then I take the pawn. I think this line looks pretty good for me, actually. I think this line looks pretty good for me. Yeah, I think this line does look pretty good. But then I also really wanted to make this knight takes work. Oh, man. That's really quite annoying. That's really quite... There's so much I need to review after this game. Because this has been a wild roller coaster. Like, this has been a real roller coaster of a game. Like, I don't even really know what's going on anymore. Oh, you can block with the bishop, though. Oh, dear. That I missed. That I missed. Yeah, that I didn't see. That's not good. Okay, they stepped their king up, though. I think maybe they should have blocked with a bishop, but we'll have a look after anyway. Now I definitely go check. Because if you don't take my queen, then you are getting mated, surely. So, like, here, you have to take. I take back with check. Chances are you're going to take here, which looks wild. And then I'm going to take this pawn. And then your knight needs to move, right? That's the play. So, give this check. We'll pre-move this because, like, of course, they're going to trade queens with me here. Because it's very forcing, this check. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't go into those other lines, actually, because the queen being here meant they had discovered checks, which I just wasn't even considering in the slightest. If I take the knight, they just, yeah, completely win the game, so I have to take the pawn, despite this knight completely hanging. And we are up material, and we are also just in a much better position, just due to the fact that, like, well, the king is in the middle of the board here. This bishop seeing this knight is a bit annoying, so I'd quite like to go here. I guess I could play here maybe, but then you take the pawn. Then do I give a check? But then you just go in here, so it's... Do I develop my knight? Is that the play? There's nothing hanging just yet. Yeah, I think develop the knight. Oh, but this pawn, man. Maybe I develop this way, just to defend. This looks completely reasonable, I feel like. This looks completely reasonable. Just defend the pawn. I mean, look at that. They don't have any development. Now we attack the knight, which now has to move. But, like, my bishop controls a lot of the squares that you might want to move to, as does my king, as do my pawns. You're also blocking yourself here and here. So I think this might be the only move. But then do we have a check? Whoa, I completely forgot you could even go there. But now I have this, right? Now I have this just pinning you. And it's like, uh-oh. Like here, I'd just take and take. I think, because we're up pieces, so it makes sense. But I'm not sure. I think they have bishop h6. Oh, wow, they don't even bother to play it. Wow. What a gangster. What an absolute gangster. Huh. Here and here. Like, if I go here right away, it doesn't really work. But I think I have this, then this, to potentially work. I think they need to play bishop h6 right now, which they do. So takes, takes, takes. My king is then it's a bit annoying, but I think I have to go for this, yeah. So we're now up 2 points of material. I didn't really want to go for that, but I don't necessarily think I had much of a choice. Yeah, I need to get my bishop out. So now our rook has space to swing, like Spider-Man. Our rook has space to swing like Spider-Man. This has been such an interesting game, because I literally have no idea who has been winning, like, at all. I've also just brought up my notes page somehow. Ignore that, guys. That's me being a little bit silly. I can push this pawn, defend the knight this way. But is that a bit overly committal? I don't think it is. I think this actually makes quite a bit of sense to defend it this way. I think this is fine now. Obviously, I could have brought the rook over, but I don't know, then it feels like my most important piece on the board is like locked to one square, so that's sort of my rationale there. Okay, just bishop back now, I'm not seeing any issue there. Looks like they want to play here potentially, but if I just simply play b6, we kind of negate that option from you. Yeah, b6 just completely locks the position down. You can't make any forward progress with that knight anymore. So I've also just completely kicked my phone stand, so apologies. I'm going to play rook here now, just so then it means we can take this pawn if they don't opt to defend it with like king g2. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to take this pawn now, because they didn't seem overly fussed about defending it. So now we're up 3 pawns. That's quite a lot of material, in all honesty. That is quite a lot of material. Yeah, maybe bishop back, and then an idea like c5. Because if we can just trade as much as possible now, I think that puts us in pretty good stead. Though I might just take, you take, threatening my bishop. And that's a bit annoying, actually. So maybe here. And then if you take, I take? Yeah, I think c5 is probably our best bet here. Not overly sure, though. Really not overly sure. Okay, so they take, so I of course take back with the pawn. If they take, I take. I think this makes a lot of sense. I don't see an issue here. I also have moves like bishop here, which just cuts off so many squares from the king. Like, where do you even go? Like, you wouldn't be able to move to any of these squares. And then that also frees up this square for our knight. So I feel like this makes a lot of sense. If you take, I of course just take. Now the knight can go here, which looks great. This looks really, really nice. Knight here looks good, because then I have discovered checks winning the rook. So knight here looks like it makes like infinite sense. I know we have just completely hung our bishop. Oh wait, yeah, that was stupid. Damn. What the hell was that? I know now we're going to do this, this, and this. But then, like, this pawn is dangerously close to promotion. Oh, man. I think I just need to take the pawn. If you go here, I jump back. Oh, man, that was really dumb. That was really, really dumb. But now I do have this. And we should be okay to win the game anyway. But we made it so much more difficult than what it actually needed to be. Oh, man. Yeah, not my proudest moment ever. Let's go rook g1. Attack the bishop on g5. Wow. Okay. So this is where things get interesting now. Do we push? No, because that would hang a knight. Let's not push. Do we go here or here? Both look quite nice. I think we jump to f5. Man, I've made this so much more complicated than it needed to be. Like, so much more complicated. They give a check. Okay, do we just step over? But then we lose this pawn, so we have to step up, right? We just step up. And now the knight can't take, but you can push. Okay, they give another check. I could take. And then king takes. But I don't have any good checks. Like, this doesn't do anything for me. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I can take. I could just back up here, then there's no more checks. But wow, we made this game so much more difficult than what it's needed to be. Like, we are still probably winning, I think, but it's not what it was. Also, our rook defends this pawn, so I'm not overly worried about that for now. Maybe just give a check of our own. And like, all of this is cut off. So chances are you step towards me. Yeah, not a big fan of this. Like, check if you go here. Then I could fork you, potentially. Let's give a check and just pray you go here. And then we would go here. But chances are you go here, so there's no checks. Yep. This looks pretty good, but then bishop back, and I'm kind of blocked and very restricted. So let's play here. Just looking to pick up this pawn. Okay, they give a check. I'm going to slide over here, and then you're going to take... this check doesn't really do much for me, so let's just go ahead and take this. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe now this is just a draw. Completely blundered the game away. I just left my bishop hanging, man. What the hell is wrong with me? That was really bad. There's no real excuse for that. This looks pretty good. Yeah, I think I like... Oh, maybe rook over first, just to cut off the king. I just got to make a move. We're so low on time. We are so low on time. This is becoming like a bullet game. And my word, that does not favour me much in the slightest. We'll give a check. Take this. Do they take with the bishop? They do, okay. Which means we get to keep that on the board. Is this knight trapped? No, you can jump up here. Which is a bit annoying, but just is what it is. There's no forking. Let's go here. We just need to get our king involved now. Let's jump over this way. Okay, they give a check. Let's go forwards. I do have this check, but now I go forwards again. If you go here, I take. If you go here, I take. Is your knight trapped? No, you have to go to the back rank, though. Whoa. Here. And then here. You have to go down. Let's just follow. Maybe we can cut this king off. Maybe we can just push this king as far back as humanly possible. Let's go here, attacking the knight. Oh dear. I don't think that actually matters too much. Let's just go here. Let's go over this way. Yeah, this is just a draw. Yeah, I'm going to accept a draw, because I don't see how that's winnable. Yeah, let's just jump to game review really quickly. Oh man, that was so frustrating. When did we blunder? Well, I know when. Oh, we blundered twice. This is a blunder. Yeah, because my bishop's just completely undefended, which is so stupid. And then we blundered again with kingy. Oh my god, I could have just taken the knight! Oh my god, man. I was so tunnel visioned on cutting the king off. Oh, I'm ending it there, guys. We get a win and a draw, but my word, that was horrible. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.